unlikely things to hear on a travel programme.
Look at these wide, sandy beaches. Fantastic. And we're almost certain the Ebola has now gone.
And the most wonderful thing about a trip to China is you get the opportunity to meet the child that made your trousers.
Yeah, I said it!
Southend is a lot like Las Vegas. It's the only other place in the world where you can play for sex with chips.
This is Taiwan. I've given him a number because I can't pronounce his name properly.
I'm Danny Dyer, and welcome to Italy's quaintest vineyards.
Now, if you are travelling to America, remember to pack some anti-sickness tablets, because this is where Piers Morgan lives.
Running, cycling, rock climbing, you'll do anything to get out of this shithole.
The accommodation, the weather, the food, all of these wonderful things help you to forget how smelly the locals are.
Yeah, I said it! Yeah.
Today we got a flavour of Thailand with just a little bit of Iraq. I'm in a branch of Thai-Rack.
This week, I'm in Kyrgyzstan, answering your questions, like, how do you spell it and where the fuck is it?
So, here we are in Lewisham. Now, it is a very impoverished area, but there's a lot to see and do if what you like seeing and doing is crime.
This truly is the best way to see Portsmouth, while looking at a picture of it when you're in Paris.
I'm almost certain my producer has got this wrong. I'm on a train to Leighton with a load of football fans. This is the Orient Express.
Something about travel.
Yeah, I said it!
This is Keflavik, one of Iceland's oldest geezers. You all right, mate?
When you arrive, why not try island hopping, or as it's also known as river dance?
When you travel, it's important to immerse yourself in the culture. So here I am in Malia, being fingered outside the Lamb and Flag.
Very good.
This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched the Wheel of News, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. The first subject is festivals. Who wants to come in on that? Kevin.
Festivals, nice picture there. That's actually me on your left. So, I was at a Christian rock festival. I never really meant to be there. I was just passing through this Christian rock festival and there was a stall set up that said a free toastie for all of God's children. So I thought, shame on. I said, how's it going, mate? Can I have a toastie? And the guy said, are you a Christian? And I thought, well, if I'm not a Christian, am I not getting a toastie? That's not very Christian. And with this, the guy crumbled. And stood back to reveal a chalkboard and he said, OK, you can have cheese or cheese and ham. And I thought, just cheese, mate, because I'm a Jew.
OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is family. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
So, it wasn't easy growing up trying to be a little liberal kid in the most right-wing family in the whole of my town. My dad was the most right-wing person I knew, but always quick to point out, I'm not racist, but. That was the danger word. I'm not racist, but... Or the latest remix, which is even more innocuous and dangerous. All I want to do is have a sensible discussion about immigration. Yeah? Isn't it? Well, no one with that face wants a sensible discussion about anything. I just want to have a sensible little chat in the back of that transit van over there, yeah? Me and my brothers, the rest of your family, Mr. Woolham-along, whatever your bloody name is, mate, yeah? Get in the van, right? My dad even managed to be prejudiced about my first car decision. How do you even achieve that? By British or German. Do not bring Crappanese onto my driveway, boy. Not only that, but I chose a hybrid car. Part electric, part petrol, papa, right? Another question mark hanging over my sexuality. It's the noise of it when it drove off. Thanks for Sunday lunch. Bye, Daddy. Thank you.
Well done. Good mark. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is jobs.
I used to work at a Christian rock festival selling toasties. The best day was when I sold this Jewish bloke some yellow ham. My dad was a dustman. I didn't like him coming to collect us from school, though. Not because I was ashamed he was a dustman, it's just you never knew which day he was going to come. The rest of my family were police marksmen. Apart from my grandfather, he was a bank robber. He died quite recently, surrounded by his family. My uncle, he's a police frogman. No, sorry, he's a French policeman. I used to work in a supermarket. It was my job to hand out samples of things for people to taste. But I was asked to leave after the little cups of bleach incident. After that, I worked in a pathology lab, but I was asked to leave after one of my reports said cause of death, autopsy.
The subject is health. Who wants to come in on that?
Right, health. I actually don't have that good a relationship with my GP. For one reason and one reason only. Up until the age of 17, my GP had me on their records as a woman. But yet, they had me on their records as Miss N. Caton. And then one day, they sent me a letter in the post addressed to Miss N. Caton. Now, because I'm 17, I don't really pay attention to the detail. I open the letter, and the letter says, Dear Miss N. Caton, your doctor's surgery would like to invite you to attend a cervical screening next Monday at 9. Now, this is where I messed up. See, at 17, I knew what cervical was. That's obvious, right? But what I didn't know was that there's more than one meaning for the word screening. I thought screening was like, you know, you're screening a film. So, when it said we would like to invite you to attend a cervical screening, in my ignorant, naive 17-year-old brain, I honestly thought I was being invited to watch a movie about women's genitalia. Right? Now, I'm 17, I'm horny, I'm a virgin. Am I going to go? You're damn right I am. So next Monday morning, I go to my GP, I get to the reception, it's full of women, doesn't put me off. Right? Walk up to the receptionist, I go, hey, how you doing? I'm Nathan Caton, I'm here for the cervical screening. She looks up, sees me standing there with nachos, popcorn and pick and mix. Starts laughing in my face.
OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on daytime TV.
Well, these four date from the early part of last century. Some wear and tear, a little bit of tarnishing there. But please welcome today's loose women!
Welcome to Channel 4 Daytime, or as you said to your boss this morning, working from home.
Well, coming up next, two programmes you don't want to get confused. Escape to the Countryside and Bargain... Hang on.
The next programme is Pointless. It's the Jeremy Kyle Show.
Coming up, Teletubbies Uncut. Yes, you're going to get to see Tinky Winky's Winky and Dipsy's La La.
Next, Judge Judy. I have. She's shit.
Hello and welcome to Let's Decorate the Shit Out of This House. This week we're decorating the shit out of a 3-bed semi in Orpington. So let's do it! Let's decorate the shit out of this house!
Next up, another property programme, which is pretty offensive when we consider you're all unemployed.
Hello, welcome to This Morning. I'm Philip. I'm a man on television, so I can go grey and look older. This is Holly, one wrinkle, and she's finished.
So David wanted to retire by the sea, so we advised him to buy in Norwich, because by the time he's retired, the sea will have come to him.
Next on Flog It, the team meet their greatest challenge yet. A dead horse.
And now, a trip round Dara O'Brien's head in Hair Hunters.
Next up, the Austrian version of Cash in the Attic. It's Family in the Basement.
Hello and welcome to Let's Cook the Shit Out of Some Dinner!
And now on BBC One, let's make an appointment with doctors. If we phone now, we may be able to see them next Thursday.
Welcome to A Place in the Sun, the show that's for people who aren't sure if they want to live in Britain or move abroad. First up, Abu Qatada.
Next up on ITV3, it's a cutting-edge American drama. I'm only joking, it's Taggart again.
Hello and welcome to I'm gonna sell these antiques if it fucking kills me!
OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely film trailers.
Referendum 2. We'll keep doing it until we get the result we like.
From the director of Batman vs Superman, a heartfelt letter of apology for wasting our time.
Tantric Sex, the movie, not coming soon.
The new all-female Ghostbusters. The CGI looks amazing because we saved 30% on actors' wages.
Sepp Blatter and Donald Trump star in Despicable. Me Too.
Thanks to an unfortunate typo, it's the most one-sided action film ever. Allen versus Predator.
Just when you thought the service couldn't be any more appalling, Southern Rail present Snakes on a Train.
The Avengers go to prison. They should have asked the age of Ultron.
The greatest trick the devil ever played was charging £9 for Fanta and popcorn. It's a fucking lot, isn't it?
In his most important role to date, Danny Dyer is Emmeline Pankhurst. Me and the rest of these tarts, he's pissed off!
The sequel you hoped they would never make. The Martian 2. 101 dull Martians.
One man stands alone. It's Labour, the film. It's the autoerotic asphyxiation thriller, Die Hard.
50 Shades of Grey. The heartwarming story of a vajazzler in an old folks' home.
In a land where nothing costs more than a pound. It's Poundland.
Referendum 4. Now Ant wants to leave deck.
Michael Gove is David Cameron's best buddy in Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Mate.
Harrison Ford is 73 and he's back in Indiana Jones and the Tricky Patch of Ice outside the post office.
In a world where they only sell PCs. It's PC world.
Now we play a round called Trump Around, Trump Around, Trump Up, and Get Down. This game involves John and James. If you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is home life. Who wants to come in that?
So, my girlfriend went away for 4 weeks to Australia, and in the run-up to her going away, she was very concerned about how we'd cope. I sort of less worried about that. I'll be honest with you, what I was mainly thinking in the run-up to my girlfriend going to Australia for 4 weeks was... Hooray! Lads, down the pub! That's a pint glass, by the way. Turns out they've moved on. Their girlfriends aren't away, their kids exist. And my flat is now just turned into a blank, grief-walled cell of despair because I see it without my girlfriend in it for the first time. And so my mind just begins to fill with all the everyday things that lose their magic without her, because that's what I think love is. It's a domestic thing. The other day, she was emptying the bin, and I knew it was going to split because she doesn't buy heavy-duty bin bags because she doesn't listen to me. And she's lifting out the bin, and I can see the main sort of bulk of the refuse is staying there. Meanwhile, the bag itself is just stretching, getting clearer and clearer till it's little more than a shadow. And I think, well, that bag is going to split, but I can't tell her because I've learned. I hear this shrill cry. It's a sound that I've not heard my girlfriend make before, because I'm not much in the bedroom. And I thought, well, that bin bag split, hasn't it? Time to go and lighten the atmos with a few choice quips about why we use heavy-duty bin bags.
John Robbins. OK, that leaves us with James. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is cinema. Where you go.
Speaking of the cinema, Sarah Pascoe's an idiot. Love going to the cinema. My favourite film I ever saw at the cinema was the Eddie Redmayne classic, The Theory of Everything. I loved it. It should have been called Look Who's Hawking. That's my only criticism. No, but it's perfect. Worst part of going to the cinema is other people. Easily. I'm sitting there. King of the Jerks is behind me. This really angry man. Had a go at me at one point because I was snacking. Get over yourself, Grandad. I'll do what I like. In his defence, I was eating a big bag of fortune cookies. Cracking them open, reading them out loud. It was disruptive. It was disruptive. End of this film, man behind me goes, "Ugh, that's 2 hours of my life I'm not getting back." I thought, oh, got some bad news for this guy. Every hour of your life. Now you're never getting back. They're gone forever. Time is not refundable. Death is the end. And I know that because 5 minutes earlier, I'd read it in a fortune cookie.
Thank you very much, James A. Carter. James Ryan, the poet goes John Robbins. The first subject is festivals. Who wants to come in on that? Kevin.
Festivals, nice picture there. That's actually me on your left. So, I was at a Christian rock festival. I never really meant to be there. I was just passing through this Christian rock festival and there was a stall set up that said a free toastie for all of God's children. So I thought, shame on. I said, how's it going, mate? Can I have a toastie? And the guy said, are you a Christian? And I thought, well, if I'm not a Christian, am I not getting a toastie? That's not very Christian. And with this, the guy crumbled. And stood back to reveal a chalkboard and he said, OK, you can have cheese or cheese and ham. And I thought, oh, just cheese, mate, because I'm a Jew.
Milton, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is jobs.
I used to work at a Christian rock festival selling toasties. The best day was when I sold this Jewish bloke some yellow ham. My dad was a dustman. I didn't like him coming to collect us from school, though. Not because I was ashamed he was a dustman, it's just you never knew which day he was going to come. The rest of my family were police marksmen. Apart from my grandfather, he was a bank robber. He died quite recently, surrounded by his family. My uncle, he's a police frogman. No, sorry, he's a French policeman. I used to work in a supermarket. It was my job to hand out samples of things for people to taste. But I was asked to leave after the little cups of bleach incident. After that, I worked in a pathology lab, but I was asked to leave after one of my reports said cause of death, autopsy.
Now we play a round called Mock the 9 o'clock News. This game involves Zoe, Stuart, Andy and Russell. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performance stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and then you can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel.
The first subject is finance. Can I have a volunteer to talk about that? Andy.
British Airways, their answer to the credit crunch, they've asked their employees, can you come into work for nothing for a month or take a month off unpaid? There's a tricky choice, isn't there? And who is going to want to fly British Airways? The last thing you want to hear when you get on the plane, this is your captain speaking. I'm not being paid today. Good luck. I am looking forward to seeing the credit crunch version of Monopoly. You know, instead of getting £1,500 from the bank, you have to lend the bank £1,500. And then everybody keeps on going round the board with nobody buying any property whatsoever because they always think it's going to be cheaper next time they go around.
Well done, Andy. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is Sarah Palin. Who wants to talk about that?
Ah, Sarah Palin. She was apparently an ex-beauty queen of a town in Alaska called Wasilla. And the press were very keen on this. They kept saying, you know, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin, the ex-beauty queen, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin. Let me tell you something, people. Wasilla is a very, very small town. Population 8, possibly 9,000 people at the best of times. To call it a one-horse town is to over-exaggerate the number of horses in that town by one. They timeshare a horse with another shithole down the road. Now, my brother used to live in Anchorage, Alaska, and I have been to Wasilla, and in the 5 minutes it took us to drive across Wasilla, I was voted beauty queen of Wasilla. It was no big deal, honestly. An otter and a caribou came second and third, respect.
Thank you very much, Joey. That leaves us with Stuart and Russell. Let's spin the wheel again. The next topic is men's health. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I went to the doctors recently with anal issues. I thought I had cancer, not I can't put my CDs in order. But the terrifying moments, right? So scary, because in your head, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I went there and I took down my trousers. Obviously, we had a chat first, and it just... I'm not very well. You see that, mate? This is a chip shop. You've never done it slower in your life, or just peeling them down. I got them down to about there, just heard his booming voice go, in the other room. You have a decision to make there. Do you pull them up or do you waddle with pride, right? You waddle, that's what you do. When you waddle, you can't help but giggle. The last thing you need is to be giggling is before a man's going to pop his finger in your Richard, because now you're a wiggling target, right? I'll be honest, when the finger goes in, you're not laughing anymore! You're like a red arrow! And that's the moment they chat. How you doing? Fine. When you draw the curtains, we've gathered quite a crowd. Look at that, it's Atrium Steps and he's getting violated. I'm Russell!
OK, Stuart, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is school.
You are looking at a very proud Canadian who's very proud of the education system in Canada. No, I was horrible in school. I failed math so many times I can't even count. I preferred French over chemistry because the chemistry teacher and I just didn't have any, rapport. One teacher said I'd be a better student if I spent less time flirting. I immediately jumped off his lap. One teacher used to always say I wasn't very observant, but you know what? That was his or her opinion. I was going to join the debating team, but someone talked me out of it. In high school, I was voted most likely to reminisce.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Zoe and Stuart.
The first round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories relating to current events. For each chosen category, I read out an answer and each player has to guess what the question might be. Gina, which category would you like?
I'm going to go for home news.
OK, your category is home news. The answer is 77 billion. What could the question be?
What will be the average London house price in 2008?
How many sperm does it take to change a light bulb?
Is it according to the Daily Mail how many asylum seekers are there in Britain? I think this is the number that Stephen Hawking can count up to before his battery runs out.
OK, it is something to do with the law. Something that's going to be against the law very soon.
It's the amount of cigarettes that get smoked in a year in Britain.
Very good, well done, Roy. This refers to the smoking bill passed in the House of Commons this week, which will outlaw smoking in pubs, clubs and workplaces.
But, I mean, the banned hunting, the banned smoking, if you're a beagle, you've got no pleasures left.
It's all come too late for Roy Castle, hasn't it? Roy Castle's going to be spinning in his grave now, trying to beat the world record for spinning in his grave, currently held by O.J. Simpson's wife.
That was quite brilliant, and it was 3 different jokes, one after the other.
I think it's kind of ironic that you'd ban smoking in pubs in London when it's kind of impossible to breathe outside a pub in London. Children are chasing buses down the street, like nipping at the tailpipe over chunks of charcoal fresh air, you know.
So says the man from LA.
It's just completely changed, because when I was a kid, you used to be able to buy not only normal cigarettes, but chocolate cigarettes. If you couldn't get normal, you were weaned onto cigarettes by chocolate cigarettes. And if you were in a media family, presumably you had to snort lines of sherbet.
You let people drive cars, right? I'm
Yes.
guessing a car puts out more smoke than maybe a cigarette?
It does, but that doesn't mean... Yeah.
You don't actually drive inside.
Yeah.
You know, don't drink and drive, especially in the pub.
What shocking figure has smoking been held largely responsible for in parts of Glasgow?
The shocking figure of Michelle McManus, Tara. It's the life expectancy of 54.
It is just below 54 in parts of Glasgow.
Yeah.
The Carlton?
And if you've ever been to the Carlton, you'll realise that's maybe a bit long. It's got a lower life expectancy than Iraq, and the really galling thing is that Iraqis also get to watch a better standard of football.
The Guardian illustrated the story with this photo from a Glasgow pub of schoolboy Paul Macmillan.
How have they managed to get the moon inside the room?
This is Glasgow's version of the Lord of the Rings. Aye, I'm a wee elf.
I don't understand that at all. Also, somebody ought to tell him that his shoulder's on fire.
It's all very well making jokes about this guy, but I'm going to be the one wandering around the streets of Glasgow where he's sitting on the lookout for me with his little hobbit friends.
Has the bloke next to him vaporised completely?
Yeah. His head Our next round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of Education Secretary Michael Gove. But what does GAEC stand for?
Is it Gove attends Elf College?
Genetic abnormality explains chin.
Amazing.
Is it something, cock?
Is it Michael Gove saying, gosh, actual ethnic children?
Is it in fact what the kids have done to him? Glued arse to edge of chair.
Is it Gove Adonis, exuding charisma?
Is it adult literacy rates poor?
Gollum Fulham advises Earth children.
Is it Grinder adventure ends catastrophically?
Is it? OK, let's just give the correct answer, because frankly, nothing's going to top that.
Gove announced as emergency contraceptive.
Let's have the correct answer, please.
It's going to be something about Gove announces exam change.
Very good, thank you very much. You Yes, the answer I was looking for was Gove announces exam changes. This is the news that Education Secretary Michael Gove has announced a new English baccalaureate certificate to replace GCSEs. From 2015, students will work towards a demanding 3-hour exam at the end of a 2-year course rather than the current combination of coursework, modular exams and multiple retakes.
He's even invented an exam that thicker kids won't be able to pronounce. It's the back of what? The back of what? The back. Oh, give me a shovel, I'll go down to mine.
I think the idea is if you're academic, then you get a baccalaureate, and otherwise they teach you practical skills like how to baccalaureate. The Tories have assured us that under this system no child will be left behind, but how can we take Tory promises that no child will be left behind seriously when their leader's David Cameron?
Do you know what the abbreviation is?
It's called
EBC.
EBAC.
It's called the EBAC.
Which is when Yorkshire people make payment over the internet.
I thought that was something from Star Wars, isn't that?
Yes, it was. Do you know who hated the
I bet you
EBACs?
can't do the impression.
Skywalker! Your evacs will not qualify you to run the Empire.
There's been a lot of debate over, whether grades have been devalued, and I was discussing that recently with my nephew, Professor Timmy.
So, hang on, sorry, because it's one of these things that I genuinely am always perplexed about, coming from a different country as I have, with my spices and my silks. To your nation. And there's so many great things about it, except your exams, which are mad. And not that the education, by the way, is great. I'm not saying anything about the education people get here, it's fantastic. But the exams are mad.
There are people who, when confronted with an exam paper, just go to pieces completely and forget how to count, and I think it's very unfair that they're marking the papers.
When I...
What are becoming less popular with children?
Is it pedos?
Yeah. You see?
They were, in the 70s, they were very popular.
It's clowns, but I would say they've never been popular with children. Who likes clowns? Do you like clowns?
Depends what sweets they got. Oh, sorry, clowns, not paedophiles.
It's the makeup. What are you hiding? Write a joke, you prick.
That's very harsh, because I have you know that is Dara.
There was a time where this career involved making your bones, after you working the circuit, doing the Putlands thing, you all just breezed in with your Edinburghs. Some of us had to daub on the paint and go out there and do 8 shows a week, honey. And Chuckles here is proud of that time he did. It was an academy for some of us. So put on the damn nose and shut up. And then angrily turn on my giant shoes. Angrily spin on my giant shoes and twat away.
I always wondered why your car was so small. Now it makes complete sense.
There are less than 100 clowns now in Britain, apparently.
Yeah, less than 100 registered clowns. Which brings up a whole horrible scenario of unregistered. Clowns that have somehow been struck off. Presumably their car stayed together and they weren't welcome anymore.
I hear you can do some unregistered clowning for you. Yeah, I can do unregistered clowning. What do you want? With the full face and the hair and everything? I only got one shoe, though.
I got to tell you, I'm a bit of a maverick. Sometimes the bucket won't have confetti, it'll just have boiling water.
I feel sorry for the new head of clown recruitment. Big shoes to fill. Yeah, that's right. I went for one of them. I got range.
Don't you you worry, you're a very funny boy. I see you as my son on this team today. I'm flanked by my sons. That's why I've worn basically a nursery pattern on my... Just in case you get a bit nappy later on.
Me and Reece do look like we could be brothers, don't we?
Oh, don't do this, mate. I know where this is going, mate. I know I look like an ill you.
That is very harsh on yourself. You look like me if I died in a coal mine when I was 12.
Whatever, Ed, mate. Oh, I used to be fat, now I'm thin. I've been thin forever. Shut up.
Yeah, but yours is clearly for medical.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I think you look a bit like Russian doll, you.
I've never been inside, Ed. Not ruling it out?
And it's relationships.
Right, relationships. It's good to be here. Last time I was here, a girl asked me for sex. I had to disappoint her. We had sex. But I'm trying to learn to be a more sensitive lover. I got a DVD, How to Improve Your Foreplay Technique. It was really good. I had to fast forward through the boring bit at the beginning. I'm really bothered with that. Last night I had beef stew with dumplings. I shouldn't call her that, but she's a big girl. I went to see the stalactites at Cheddar Gorge, and our guide asked us not to try and crack one off, and she wasn't even that attractive. I still managed. It was very dark. This morning I went to a meeting of my premature ejaculators support group, but it turns out it's tomorrow. I think a few of the men started clapping before the end of that joke, by the way. My girlfriend's dog died, so to cheer her up, I got her an identical one. She was livid. What am I going to do with 2 dead dogs? A friend of mine had a penis extension. Now his house looks really stupid.
And the topic is family.
Family. Okay. Old lady names are very much back in fashion at the minute, like Lily or Elsie or Rose, and we wanted something like that for our daughter, but we couldn't decide, so in the end we just called her Nan. I told her she'll grow into it. I remember one time my uncle asked me to spell Schadenfreude and I couldn't, but he's dead now and I'm not, so I win. My cousin always introduces himself as Stephen with a PH, and that's because he's slightly acidic. My married friends would always tell me there's someone out there for everyone, and I'd think, wow, she must be a right slag. Knock, knock, who's there? Grandad, shit, stop the funeral. Grandad asked me how to print on his new computer. I said, just Control P. He said, I haven't been able to do that for years. My confirmed bachelor uncle always describes himself as asexual, but I'd also add B, gay. As a child, I was always told that if I touched myself down there, God was watching, but it turned out it was just Uncle Peter.
The topic is celebrity.
Celebrity. They've started a celebrity magazine for the elderly. It's called Hello, Hello, Hello. Uri Geller, surprisingly hard to stab. Malcolm X chose that name rather than admit he'd accidentally put a kiss at the end of a text message. I went to see Walt Disney on Ice. Bit disappointing, it's just an old bloke in a freezer. The new president of France said this week that English speakers were arrogant in their refusal to learn foreign languages. At least I think that's what he said. But it all just sounded like haw-hee-haw, haw-hee-haw. And remember, that's not racist if it's about the French. I'd have £5 on the Dalai Lama if I was a Tibetan man. When they buried the man who invented Tetris, the whole cemetery disappeared. As well as 7 years in prison here, Abu Hamza could be deported to the United States where he could face the electric chair. But on the plus side, if he is electrocuted, at least he can just stick his hook in the air and pretend to be a bumper car.
And relationships.
Sorry. That does actually look like me and my girlfriend. Apparently, in Norfolk, the marriage guidance service is called Related. My girlfriend says I'm not very romantic. The other day we were kissing on the sofa. She said, how about we take this into the bedroom? I said, OK, you get the other end. When she suggested we try playing doctors and nurses, I was really hoping for something sexier than being left in a corridor for 2 days. My girlfriend and I are trying for a baby. Her mom's agreed to help out, just till I get hard. She's going to see that on telly as well. That's terrible. They always say you'll find the love of your life when you're not really looking, which was true, but by then I'd run her over. I've been trying to persuade my girlfriend to sexually stimulate me with her keyring, but she just keeps fobbing me off. So... When I heard you could now be a sperm donor by post, I came in a jiffy. I went to a swingers club. The doorman goes, it's £15 to get in, or you can pay £20. That includes a meal. I paid £20. I went in. This oiled, naked guy comes up to me and goes, hello, my name's Emil. I once had a one-night stand and I didn't get an erection. That isn't cool. Luckily, the woman I was with was really understanding. She just said, don't worry, that used to happen to me. Thank you.
And the topic is education.
One time at school, I lost my thesaurus. I couldn't find the words to describe how upset I was. I remember sitting in psychology class, learning about Pavlov, thinking, no stupid dogs. And then the bell went and we all had lunch. I'm sitting at home, this guy knocks on my door. Have you ever considered an alternative energy supplier? I'm like, no, I'm quite happy with food. It's got to be a tough job going around door to door encouraging people to photosynthesize. I can give you the leading cause of anaphylactic shock in a nutshell. I've got the memory of an elephant. I remember one time I went to the zoo and saw an elephant. My nan recently claimed that she once gave a hand job to Albert Einstein. What a stroke of genius. Technically, shoplifting from the Apple store only counts as scrumping. Sex education lessons at our school were pretty weird. The teacher made us shout out rude words to get out of our system, like bum, willy, cocks, and we had to carry on doing that until he came.
Topic is childhood.
As a child, I was made to walk the plank. We couldn't afford a dog. My 6-year-old refuses to eat anything other than alphabetti spaghetti. Luckily, he's dyslexic, so I just buy him normal spaghetti. Seems to work. Dad, these are all L's. Yeah, it's Welsh. I bought him some medicine for his ADHD. On the side of the bottle, it said concentrate. I thought if he could do that... I bought a really nice 12-year-old Scotch. Obviously, his parents weren't pleased. I hate people who complain about breastfeeding in public. I don't want to see it, or that's disgusting, or you can't do that, you're not a woman. And that's not a baby. As kids, we always enjoyed dipping ginger nuts into a steaming hot cup of tea, but of course nowadays that's called bullying. I shouldn't do that, by the way. Ginger jokes are the last vestiges of racism in comedy, and they started a ginger pride movement to stamp that shit out. They had a march in Hyde Park. Well, they were going to, but the sun came out. Nan always said that when she was young, she never had to worry about leaving her back door open. What a slag. I'm totally going to get in trouble with the family again. This is really not worth it. You got to look after your health as you get older. The other day I did a poo and noticed there was a little blood in it. I said, "Oi, bruv, get out my toilet, innit?"
And the subject is relationships.
Okay.
How are you?
I used to suffer from premature ejaculation, which made me feel selfish and bad for my girlfriend. Then she suggested I try this special cream that reduces your sensitivity, and it really worked, because now I don't give a shit about her. I bought a vegan friend of mine a fancy cookbook. Unfortunately, he said he couldn't accept it as it was leather-bound, which meant it was too heavy for him to lift. When I was a teenager, my mom always said, "Your bedroom's so messy, you'll never get any self-respecting girl to come back here." But luckily, they weren't the ones I was going after. I watched the director's cut of a porn film. At the end, he actually fixes the washing machine. I was in a sex shop. I saw a dildo described as 9 inches long and realistic. I thought, well, which is it? The Archbishop of Canterbury recently said he couldn't support gay marriage without first having a mandate. Honestly, if he's that bothered, I'll go out with him. One time at a party, I chucked my car keys into a big bowl, and everyone just stared at me, and the trifle was ruined. I was watching a really weird porno the other day that was just a fat man crying and wanking at the same time. And then I realised I hadn't turned the telly on. Thank you.
And the topic is shopping. Away you go.
I bought a slimming magazine in W.H. Smith's. I didn't read it, I just wanted a big bar of Galaxy for £1. I bought some fancy pens at a nudist art shop. Felt tips? No, but I touched a couple of bollocks. I was in a lingerie shop. I said, "Are these knickers satin?" He said, "No, they're new." I went to buy a Christmas tree. The guy said, "You going to put it up yourself?" I said, "No, I was thinking the living room." Bought a chameleon, lost it. Why is it that when women go to the toilet in pairs, no one minds, but when I did it, I got thrown out the greengrocers? I got into a fight with my acupuncturist and stabbed him. He said he'd never felt better. According to the vet, my cat's in heat. I didn't even know she was famous. A friend of mine keeps going on and on about how good his orthopaedic shoe is, but I think he's built it up too much. I bought an advent calendar for Jehovah's Witnesses, but on every door somebody tells you to fuck off.
And the topic is health.
The doctor told me to lose some weight. I said, "How?" He said, "Don't eat anything fatty." I said, "What, pies, chips, that kind of thing?" He said, "No, just don't eat anything fatty." I was thrown out of Weight Watchers for making sarcastic comments during the weekly weigh-in. As you can imagine, I accepted the decision with huge grace, because they threw her out as well. Chair of Dyslexic Society was recently given an OBE. He said, what's the point? I can't play the bloody thing. I live next door to a family of anorexic agoraphobics. Yeah, but they've got a few skeletons in the closet. A friend of mine's been suffering from paranoid delusions and now he thinks he's a chocolate orange. I worry he's going to be sectioned. Poor Terry. I thought PPI was just something you could get if you didn't wear goggles at the swimming baths. I bought an alcoholic ginger beer. He wasn't pleased. I once met a girl who confused a tube of KY jelly with super glue. I asked how it happened, but sadly her lips were sealed.
And subject is transport. Where you go, Gary?
I had a nightmare on the journey over here, and luckily that woke me up just before I ran over a small child. The other day I lost control at a roundabout, and then I went absolutely bonkers on the swings. I stopped in a lay-by, there was a sign saying no dumping. That was all right, I was just having a wee. I joined a breakdown service for Scousers. It's called the AA. Calm down, calm down. If they can't fix your car in an hour, they'll nick you a new one. The Paralympics taught us all that sometimes we should stop and put ourselves in the place of people with disabilities, and I have to say, those parking spaces are brilliant. In the car on the way over here, I kept hearing this annoying, whiny noise, so I pulled over, my girlfriend got out to have a look at the engine, and I drove off. The other night, I saw a couple weaving all over the street. I said, honestly, get a loom. I accidentally filled the Escort with diesel. She died.
Well done. The topic is nationalities. Where you go?
My next-door neighbour's really loud and obnoxious, so now I know how Canada feels. I bought some lamb chops. On the packet, it said reared in Wales. I thought that was just a racist stereotype. This morning I made a Belgian waffle. In the afternoon I made a Frenchman talk bollocks. In Scotland, the forbidden fruit is fruit. When England played Poland at Wembley, there was 30,000 Polish fans in the crowd. And I thought, well, fair play to them. If I'd built it, I'd want to have a look round as well. I like to annoy my Israeli flatmate by giving him any post that's just addressed to the occupier. I was at an Italian zoo with a Christian friend of mine, so I thought, when in Rome, and pushed him into the lions. Nan's going to that suicide clinic in Switzerland, but don't tell her, it's a surprise. My granddad was killed by a Zulu. He was having a shit at Whipsnade and the roof collapsed.
And the topic is childhood.
I didn't know what to get my little niece for Christmas, so I asked my sister what she's into. And apparently, at the moment, she's mad about frozen stuff, so I got her some oven chips and peas. Oh, they love that. Every Christmas day, we'd always have pigs in blankets, or as you probably call them, relatives sleeping in the spare room. Winnie the Pooh, possibly the most vindictive chapter in Nelson Mandela's autobiography. It was only after I shot the fifth zombie that I started to wonder why they were all carrying bags of sweets and ringing my doorbell. I've been trying to recapture my lost youth. I really must get that cellar door fixed. One time when I was a kid, I bought a chocolate bar. On the inside of the wrapper, it said, "You're a loser." I wouldn't mind if there'd been some sort of competition on. To make things worse, it was a boost. As a family, we couldn't decide whether to have Nana buried or cremated, so in the end, we let her live. My 13-year-old cousin's already started taking heroin. It's amazing, isn't it? They shoot up so fast these days.
OK, the topic is health. Where you go?
I'm a lot sportier than I might look. In fact, I picked up a little niggle at the gym the other day. I mean, he pronounces it Nigel. I had a very stressful journey getting here today. All the way, this lorry driver was right up my arse. But it was nice of him to give me a lift. I spent most of the afternoon hanging out at the swimming baths. And then somebody told me and I tucked it back in again. I put on a lot of weight recently, so I rang up Weight Watchers. I said, "It's an emergency. Can you send somebody round?" And they said, "Yes, we can. We got loads of those." My grief counsellor died recently, but luckily he was so good I didn't give a shit. I accidentally kicked the dog earlier and he bit me on the bollocks. My mate said it's karma. I said no. If anything, he's even more angry. I asked the vet, "What can I do? I think my dog's racist. He keeps barking at the Asian man next door." And the vet said, "Muzzle him." I said, "I don't know, but he's got a beard." I went round to see my nan. I said, "What you been up to?" She said, "Weed in the garden." I said, "Well, at least you didn't shit in it." I was in the garden with my girlfriend earlier, and we saw the 18-year-old girl next door, all dolled up, ready to go out clubbing. And my girlfriend said, "Do you know what? At that age, I could really see myself in her." Which was weird, because I was thinking the exact same.
OK, the topic is work.
I nearly lost my job as a roofer when I was caught masturbating on the first day. Yeah, luckily, my boss said I could wipe the slate clean. I used to work at Waterstones. One day, a guy came in asking if we had any audiobooks with subtitles. I thought, hang on, that's a book. The circus near me held a competition to find the best contortionist, so I entered myself and won. In my old job, I just used to punch buttons all day, and that's why I'm no longer allowed to work in panto. I've got two lawyers working for me at the minute. One's pro bono, and the other thinks he's a right pretentious twat. When my granddad was caught trying to stow away in the Merchant Navy, he offered to work his passage, which, as you can imagine, made him very popular. I hate people who phone me up just to complain about the weather, which is why I lost my job at Mountain Rescue. I was at a station the other day that had a piano on the platform, so I had a little tinkle on it, which saved me 30 pence. I went on a positive thinking course. It was shit. I bought a Microsoft Advent calendar. If you open too many windows at once, they all shut again for no bloody reason.
The topic is technology. OK, where you go?
The young couple next door to me have recently made a sex tape. I mean, obviously, they don't know that yet. The hardest part of making skimmed milk must be throwing the cows across the lake. The guy next to me at work used to watch porn all day. I'm just glad he didn't begin to rub off on me. I think if I was to try revenge porn, I'd just post naked pictures of myself online so everybody would know how low my ex's standards were. When answering the security question, place of birth, apparently vagina is not an acceptable answer. It's been a tough week. I got myself a memory foam mattress, and now it's trying to blackmail me. I've currently got a stalker, but you probably can't tell in these trousers. A friend of mine was killed by the big C. He was walking past Curry's and a sign fell on his head. I was watching TV and the announcer said there's a documentary about the clitoris on the red button, but I couldn't find it.
And the topic is relationships.
The other day, a woman described me as a bit of a looker. Well, voyeur was the actual word that she used. I used to go out with a parachutist with IBS, but she shat on me from a great height. One time I nearly had a threesome with my girlfriend and my best friend, and the only thing that stopped it happening was they didn't invite me. My girlfriend said she wanted to try some new condoms with something special inside to boost her pleasure. I said, oh, what's that? She said, other men. Our fourth child was called Ivy, and that's because we ran out of names and started using Roman numerals. My last girlfriend was always trying to put me down, which is just one of the hazards of going out with a vet. I tried reading a book on premature ejaculation, but I couldn't get past the opening passage. This Christmas, I'm taking the whole family to Lapland, which is great, because normally those clubs don't let kids in. I always worry when a woman sees me naked for the first time that she's just going to scream and run out of the park. My girlfriend and I love watching box sets. We got 3 episodes into Orange is the New Black before finding out it wasn't about what would happen if Trump replaced Obama.
And the topic is health. Gary.
The area in a Nando's between the front and back door is called the peri-perineum. I like to judge my weight by my BMI. As long as I weigh less than a small plane, I think it's fine. When writing a story about losing your virginity, it's important to always put it in the first person. When people die and head towards the light, what they don't realise is they've already been reincarnated as a moth. I can count the number of chainsaw accidents I've had on the fingers of one hand. I tell you what always catches my eye, short people with umbrellas. So the other day, I was doing the hoovering in my pants, and I thought to myself, how do my bollocks get this dusty? I've been attending Gamblers Anonymous for 3 years, whereas my best mate Dave, he only stuck it out for 2.5, so I won that one. I like to think I'm a bit like Superman. For example, the other day I changed in a phone box from a man who really needs a wee to a man who's just had a wee. I pulled a sickie the other day, just one of the perks of working at the hospital. The other day, my girlfriend and I had great make-up sex. Well, I say that, she was out and I stuck her lipstick up my arse. Because I'm worth it.
And the topic is animals.
I don't like to eat anything labelled reformed ham, as I think it's unfair that the pigs are slaughtered after they've got their lives back on track. Last night I had to get towed home because Ratty and Moley were too pissed. Whenever I see ginger people going grey, I'm always reminded of the sad plight of our native squirrels. I went round Grandad's to walk his dog. As I was leaving the house, he said, don't forget poo bags. I was like, all right, Gran. My girlfriend's a cat person. She's got fishy breath, shits in a tray and disappears for days at a time. I tried swimming with dolphins once, but I didn't like it as I found them very clicky. Dolphins who die without any money are given a pauper's funeral. The other day I was chewing on some monkey nuts, and now I'm banned from the zoo. Doctor, I'm addicted to screwing dogs. Have you tried patches? What's he, a poodle? I went to the zoo to watch the monkeys wanking. Then I went to watch the crocodiles, and I was still wanking.
Thank you very much, Gary Delaney.
Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board of 6 categories. Ramesh, which category would you like?
Sport, please.
OK, the category is sport. The answer is 264. What is the question?
Is it the number of back-to-school photos of our kids my wife posted up this morning?
Each one more delightful than the last.
I'm just like, the second one ain't even that good looking. Do you know what I mean? Just keep him secret for the good of the family name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're really trailblazing in that department.
Listen, mate, that's not problem. The poor bastard looks like me. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I've said to my wife. Should we have another one? I'm going, if we have a girl, the risk, I'm not willing to spin the wheel. I'm not willing to do that. Girl that looks like an Asian Rolf Harris, absolutely not, mate.
Is it how happy is Ramesh out of 1 million?
Is it what would be a rather worrying nickname for the parents of your new girlfriend to give you?
Is it how many free seats on the train does Jeremy Corbyn count as no free seats?
Is it the new retirement age in Greece?
Is it how many hours in a junior doctor's working week? Yeah, right, guys, I went there.
Is it how many dick pics I get sent every time this show goes out to air?
Sorry.
Is it the number of voters in the referendum that actually fully understood the ramifications of what they were voting for?
Yes. True that, Rob. True that.
Is it how many summers must pass before you reach the sell-by date of a pepperami?
If each member of Jedward had 132 sweets, how many people in the country remember who Jedward are?
Any of the correct answer, please?
Across the whole series, how many points am I ahead?
Because I think you'll find it here.
Does anyone have the actual correct answer?
It's how many Paralympic athletes are there in the GB team?
They're absolutely right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, you guys.
Really good, really good.
Say this very quickly.
Go on.
265. Now, when you count that point.
I thought you just meant somebody else has just acquired a disability.
You just like, and then wheeled away. Yeah. And suddenly you're wearing a Team GB outfit. You're wheeling down. Yeah! Yes, the question I was looking for was how many athletes is Team GB fielding at this year's Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro? 264 Paralympic athletes will represent Great Britain and Northern Ireland across 19 events. The competition starts on Wednesday and runs until the 18th of September. However, what hazards might the athletes face in Rio?
Things are very difficult for the Paralympians in Rio because there are unfinished... There are holes in the ground and there are uncovered wires and there are ramps and bridges that aren't finished. But things aren't necessarily any better for Paralympians here, you know. I'm looking forward to the British Paralympian medalists coming back to a hero's welcome and lots of media coverage, and someone from the government telling them that obviously, you know, perfectly good for work and they're having all their benefits cancelled. That's what's going to happen.
Are they not selling tickets either? They
tickets, well, it's felt as big as begins to turn around now. But
it was like £2.30 for some ticket, which is
slashed the price.
Is it? If you don't want to pay £2.30 to watch two geezers in wheelchair have a sword fight, I don't know what's wrong with you. sounds quality. I loved it when it was in London.
How do you all enjoy the Summer Olympics?
Well, it was a mixed bag, wasn't it? Because, like, I went there one day and in the morning I got mugged and hit over the head with something and double vision. But in the afternoon I saw some of the best synchronised swimming I've ever seen.
It's immaculate, wasn't it? It really was. Yeah.
I ended up watching a lot of beach volleyball. I love the beach volleyball. not for the obvious... Yeah, no, not for the obvious reason. The reason I love it is because after every point, whether they win or lose, whether it's good or bad, they hug each other. Everyone hugs after every single point. It's almost like they just really want to hug each other and the sport is completely incidental.
Do you want Ramesh to give you a hug when you get something right?
The next topic is things a sports commentator would never say.
England have won the World Cup.
And that was 11.3 seconds. Sorry, Michael, you will not be getting a second date.
Ronaldo there being booked by the referee for taking his shirt off. He should know the rules by now. You are not allowed to take the referee's shirt off.
Well, in this Grand National, as they come round to the chair for the second time, the music stops. Red rum is eliminated.
And you join us now for the diving. Here we go. Oh, that wasn't very impressive. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, no, you join us here for the swimming. Right.
Well, I think from here he's going to go for the top right-hand corner, and he does! That is how you stick on a stamp.
Judges there, all very impressed. A textbook reverse tuck. You're watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
Is that Maria Sharapova or Mock the Week's Olga Koch?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We've got a very exciting afternoon of sport ahead of us, but first, the golf. Welcome to the World's Strongest Man competition, where we see Dave from Sunderland attempt to pull a bus. They really will shag just anything.
And now time for the gay horses. I mean, dressage.
And he has rested the ball there perfectly on the cushion. This really is a lovely new saddle they've made for Lance Armstrong.
Well, at the start of the day, I asked if he'd got the bottle. Now he has proved he has got the bottle. That is my bottle. Give me my bottle.
Will it be gold? Will it be silver? Will it be bronze? Who knows what colour the Russians' urine test will be?
Oh, and here they come, running onto the field, completely naked, wearing nothing but shoes. This is an absolute... Sorry? I'm being informed that horses always look like that. This is my first time doing the Grand National.
At the end of that round, the points go to Olga Ewan-Rees. Okay, the next topic is commercials that never made it to air.
I wipe my ass with Colgate. And now, I've got a ring of confidence.
If it tastes like butter and spreads straight from the fridge, you've probably had a power cut.
Condoms, because if she'd sleep with you, she'd sleep with anyone.
Ryanair.
Because I'm worth shit.
As leader of the Labour Party, I always like to look my best. And it's very important to me to have a smooth finish, which is why I use the Mach 4. As I often say, that was a close shave, wasn't it, Gromit?
Frosties, they're all right.
New BG from Garnier. Exfoliates, hydrates, epilates, urinates. Probably not that last one.
Unlimited minutes, unlimited text, unlimited music downloads. Yes, it's our new twat on a train tariff.
Have a break. Have a wank.
Maybe she's born with it. In which case, I probably shouldn't take the piss.
Bekele has to walk for 5 miles every day for fresh water. That's why she ought to be thinking about the new Mazda.
Coco Chanel. Says bloody horrible. I'm sticking to Horlicks.
Lidl, because life didn't work out as you planned.
Hi, I'm Kevin Bacon, doing an ad on British TV.
What happened? Have you got that bloated, uncomfortable feeling in your stomach? Then try going for a shit.
The DFS furniture sale is not currently on.
This Christmas, get Mocked a Week on DVD, featuring all the regulars, Dara O'Brien, and through this week, Andy Parsons, Will, Milton Jones, and of course, don't forget Mickey Flanagan, East End of London, and of course, very, very good, Chris Allison. Everyone, at the end of the round, the portrait of Alistair, Hugh, and Gary.
Nits.
It's nits. It's super nits.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why they've got too many nits. It's because they're all sharing the same hat to decide which house they're going to.
I feel bad about not knowing this, except it is from a children's book.
Oh, it's about 40 pages into book one. Knock yourself out. I'm not going deep on Order of the Phoenix here.
Whereas something like Robot Wars is really adult, isn't it?
So you know, nits. What's the right one?
Apparently, they're quite resistant to you know, the shampoos that used to kill them in our day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Although I don't think even you had to worry. As a child.
I lovely lustrous hair.
Walking around like a housing estate for the nits. So I
Now
just
you're
need
walking
to...
around like a country estate.
Too many burns coming across me. I'm getting singed.
I think people need to adjust their thinking when it comes to nits and just don't think of them as something you need to kill. Think of them as like pets. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, if a kid comes home from school with the guinea pig, you don't go, kill it! Oh, it's resistant to this particular tennis racket. No. You go, oh, look, guinea pigs. You think of the same thing with nits. You go, no, look, it's great. No, that's not an infestation. That's a flea circus.
Yeah, but the difference is the guinea pig is in a tank. It's not hiding up your arse. Like, the nits are a parasite. They're actually on your system. You can't go, oh, we're having a little fun thing here.
And then it makes you scratch, makes you look thoughtful.
I wasn't allowed pets. I would have loved it when I was little. The best I could do was I got a fly, right, dunked it in some water, ripped out one of my hairs, tied it to the fly. When it dried out, I had a fly on a lead. That was my pet.
And she went to a grammar school.
At the end of that round, the points go to Romajet and Ivo.
The answer is 1,000,000%. What is the question?
Is it, what is the blood alcohol content of Amy Winehouse?
Is it, after a recent power surge, what did Stephen Hawking say over and over again for 3 days?
How much does Max Mosley's blood pressure go up when he smells leather?
Is it, what increase in population will Kerry Katona be responsible for by the time her womb finally succumbs to the ravages of time and chicken drumsticks?
Is it? How much did exaggerations go up last year?
Is the real answer, what is the rate of inflation in Zimbabwe?
Yes, it is, actually, yes. Got very good, Lucy Porter, yeah. Yes, Lucy, the question I was looking for is, what is the estimated current inflation rate in Zimbabwe? This is the escalating economic disaster under Robert Mugabe's regime, with prices doubling every hour. Many Zimbabweans are now unable to afford even the most basic supply.
You wouldn't spend too long browsing in a Zimbabwean shop, would you?
Do you know that they did a survey this week said that Zimbabwean people are the least contented people in the world? It's just not pleasing some people.
They've had an election, they've got loads of money. What do you want, for God's sake?
They've had an election that was so corrupt that second place actually went to Ant and Dec. To be fair, though, I mean, people give him a hard time, but he actually, you know, he ran a good campaign. He had a good slogan, vote for me and I won't kill you. And he was very good on Zimbabwean question time. That's a good question. Have him taken away and killed.
I do genuinely, like Frankie says, as you know, in the international community are just sort of making these symbolic gestures, say the EU, say they won't recognise the legitimacy of his government, but that is irrelevant. He continues. It's a nonsense. There's no reality in that gesture. It's like taking away Joseph Fritzl's Dad of the Year mug. It's really, it's completely meaningless. And then our big solution to this, as a government, as a nation, as a force, Gordon Brown meets with Cobra to decide, it's the big one, we remove cricket, we won't play you at cricket. Like that, like this is going to, you know, tame criminals, like you're going to have people being sent down for murder and rape, 2 years no cricket, suspended, no Scrabble, it's a complete nonsense. No French cricket, no cricket of any time. Like Mugabe's going to react to that. Like he's going to go, I will remove myself from government. I already have 2020 tickets. I cannot... Gordon Brown, why you be so harsh with this nation? It's nonsense.
That was an incredible impression.
I just want to say... I know it's difficult.
Can I just say, with that level of impressionistic ability, you're going to fit right in on this show.
Gordon Brown, why you take away my cricket? OK, let me give you a hint. He doesn't speak as if he's going to turn and play something on the steel drum for 10 minutes.
He does. It went a bit West Indian.
Election and ting.
After they tally up the votes, they are going to tally the banana.
I've never really heard him speak. Have you heard him speak?
Why, so you just made up whatever accent you felt like? Why didn't you give him like a Dutch... Give him a Dutch accent or something. Make that give him like a comedy.
I'd alternatively like to do my impression of Morgan's Fangarai. No. Did you see, though, that he'd apparently gone into hiding in the Dutch embassy? Now, if they know where he is, surely he hasn't gone into hiding. You didn't go, oh, let's play hide and seek, you count to 10, and when you open your eyes, I'm in that tree over there.
Let's be honest, of all the places you're going to hide, once the Colombian embassy are too paranoid to open the door, second place is obviously the Dutch embassy, who are always willing to let anybody in case they have pizza. Just come on in, man, it's party time, what's going on out there? That's a Dutch accent. That's great.
Very good accent.
We play a round called Mock Out with Your Cock Out. This game involves Ellis and Gary, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is life stages. Who wants to come in on that? Ellis.
I've got a very young kid, and one of the things I noticed about fatherhood is that it's turning me into a dad, right? I've started doing this thing that when I'm excited, I've only ever seen, usually Welsh, usually very working-class dads do when they're excited, and I call it the clap and rub. OK, so if my mum, for instance, said, oh, I can't be bothered to cook tonight, why don't we have fish and chips? My dad, because he'll excite you, will go, fish and chips? Fish and chips? And I have started doing that now, but when I'm doing it, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why am I clapping and rubbing my hands? But it's an amazing thing, the clap and rub, because it's so versatile. You can use it to display excitement about anything. So you're like, oh, I'm going out for a drink with my friend Dennis. Oh, the inquiry found me not guilty. Another thing with having a baby is I think it brought on a midlife crisis. One of the first things I did when she was born was I joined a boxing club, like a proper spit and sawdust South London boxing club. I don't want anyone to be frightened at home because I'm not hard bloke, because at my level, boxing is almost exclusively skipping. I am absolutely incredible at skipping now, but I don't know how this is going to help me in a one-on-one combat situation. I'm so be walking down to Marley Way late at night and a bloke will be like, oi, give me your phone and your wallet. I'm like, what, are you mugging me? Yeah, I'm mugging you. Yeah, you mugging me? Yeah, I'm mugging you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, try it.
Thank you very much, Alice. OK, that leaves us with Gary. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is relationships.
The other day, a woman described me as a bit of a looker. Well, voyeur was the actual word that she used. I used to go out with a parachutist with IBS, but she shat on me from a great height. One time I nearly had a threesome with my girlfriend and my best friend, and the only thing that stopped it happening was they didn't invite me. My girlfriend said she wanted to try some new condoms with something special inside to boost her pleasure. I said, oh, what's that? She said, other men. Our fourth child was called Ivy, and that's because we ran out of names and started using Roman numerals. My last girlfriend was always trying to put me down, which is just one of the hazards of going out with a vet. I tried reading a book on premature ejaculation, but I couldn't get past the opening passage. This Christmas, I'm taking the whole family to Lapland, which is great, because normally those clubs don't let kids in. I always worry when a woman sees me naked for the first time that she's just going to scream and run out the park. My girlfriend and I love watching box sets. We got 3 episodes into Orange is the New Black before finding out it wasn't about what would happen if Trump replaced Obama.
Thank you very much. Well done. Point in that round. Gonna go to Amy. Come on. The first subject is, in the week in which the Oscar nominations were revealed, rejected lines from movies.
E.T. phone premium rate set.
Milk, bread, rich tea biscuits. Are you sure this is the right list, Mr. Schindler?
There are 50,000 Zulu outside. Now tell Jade to get back inside and keep her bloody mouth shut.
This T-1000 cybernetic organism has encountered a problem and needs to close. Do you wish to send an error report?
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, but on weekends, Marjorie.
A census taker tried to test me once. I ate his liver with some fish fingers and a bottle of Jacob's Creek.
Good morning, Cheltenham!
Well, there's one thing I should tell you, Mr. Darcy. I have chlamydia.
What, Rambo? You want to wait for a UN resolution?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. But thank you for phoning the BT helpline.
Luke Skywalker, I am your mother.
The question I was looking for is, what are some of the items that are exempt from the new 5p charge for plastic carrier bags? The government introduced the charge throughout England on Monday to reduce litter and protect the environment.
Like, you're paying 5p for a bag, you can get a trolley for £1, can't you?
The reaction's been fairly over the top. This is the front page of the Daily Mail. Plastic bags, chaos looms. Because you got to pay 5p. This is a thing that was introduced in Scotland, in Wales, in Northern Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland. It's been there for 10 years.
Yes, but be honest, Dara, you and I moved here when it was brought in the Republic of Ireland because of the Armageddon that it
created.
Ireland was laid waste. People fought over bags, put them over each other's heads, choked
awful.
people. It was horrible.
It was
That's the
brother
only reason
against
we're
brother.
here.
It was father against mother. It was carnage in Ireland over the bags. What? What a bag! How... Ah! It was screaming.
Armageddon.
5p a bag, though, that's good, isn't it? I've got loads of plastic bags under my sink. I'm going to start selling them outside Asda for 4p.
Yeah, people are opening that drawer and going, I'm a millionaire!
It might turn into an insult, though, mightn't it? 5p bag. You just go, yeah, your mum's a 5p bag, mate.
If you was in a massive Tesco and you got yourself a bit of Cherokee gear, you could... did you not buy Cherokee from Tesco?
What's Cherokee?
It's their brand of clothes in Tesco. I'm not in my world, am I? This is my first suit from Asda. 20 quid. I nearly caught fire walking down the road. Just static, threw it in the air. Caught on the ceiling.
No one I shall only wear Cherokee.
If you buy clothes in the supermarkets, will you get a nice bag? Or...
I'm sorry, I'm more intrigued that the Tesco clothing range is called Cherokee.
Something like that. I might be saying it wrong, because I said... What did I say wrong the other day? Those Mikados.
Mikado.
I say
Why are you looking at me like we live together?
What did I say wrong the other day, love? What was it? What was it?
I did the opposite of that with your mispronunciation. I accidentally called Wagamamas Wagamamas. That's the poshest thing I've ever done in my life. Wagamamas.
Wagamamas. I prefer Wagapapas, but Wagamamas will do it.
When we were underage and trying to get served in pubs, you know Bombardier, the ale Bombardier, one of my friends panicked and said, can I have a pint of Bombardier, please?
We start with a round called Headliners. Here's a picture of the Prime Minister, the American President and the Chancellor of Germany. Well, what does CIDW stand for?
Is it, in fact, all they've achieved at the G20? Checked in, drank wine.
Is Merkel saying, Cameron, it's Denzel Washington?
She presumably is suggesting an answer to the crisis, isn't she? She's saying, call in Darth Vader.
Or she's saying, careful, I declare war.
Is it in fact Cameron interrupts Dirty Weekend?
Is it Cameron introduces drunk woman? Because she does look a bit.
She looks leery anyway.
I reckon it's Merkel's going to the vending machine to get some snacks, so she's checking the order. She's going, is it crunchy, ice cream, Diet Coke, what's it?
Is it David Cameron saying, children, damn, where?
Is it Angela Merkel saying, I have lived my life like a candle in the wind?
I've heard a lot of bad things about Men in Black 3, but it looks pretty good now they've cast Angela Lansbury in it.
Can I get the correct answer, please?
Is it Cameron issues dire warning?
That's very good. Well done. Thank you very much, Chris. Now we play a round called Everything I Do It for EU. This game involves Rob and James, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is going out. Rob.
I like going out and getting drunk. It's fun, isn't it? I got so drunk the other week, it was the most hungover I've ever been. In the morning, I bought a McDonald's breakfast and ate it in the queue for a Greggs. And I still don't know if I'm ashamed or proud. I don't like tequila, though. I don't like doing shots. It annoys me with tequila. It's too much admin, isn't it? So I'll lick a bit of salt, eat a lemon. What are you doing that for? It makes it taste nicer. It's not fish and chips, is it? So it's all, no one looks like they're enjoying it. Everyone looks panicked, don't they? They're always like, oh, thank God for the salt and lemon. They're loving it, aren't they? Do you know what make a tequila nicer? Do a tequila, then have a Cadbury's cream egg. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Take the taste out of your mouth. The thing is, as well, though, it's like I can't properly get on it now. I'm like a bit older. I'm not saying I'm too old to get drunk, but when I was 18, you don't care, do you? You can get battered. Just get on with it, right? Because hangovers, they say hangovers get worse. They don't, do they? You just have more shit to do when you're older. That's the problem. When I was 18 on a night out, I'd be getting on it. Someone might go, do you want some drugs? I'm like, oh, I don't know. How'll it affect me? What will my mum think? Oh, my God, drugs. Now, if I'm on a night out, someone like, do you want some drugs? Can't, mate. Got to paint a fence tomorrow. I don't want to be painting a fence all sad. You know. All hot, sweaty and vulnerable, like, oh... I was really looking forward to painting this fence last night. Told everyone about it. I'm so hot, sweaty and sad. I'm more likely to keep hold of the drugs, do them in the morning before the fence, just smash it like that. I'll do the roof, shall I do the roof? Let's do the roof. We've got no ladder. I'm flying, Mum.
Thank you very much, Rob.